Lego ain't no joke.
Nope.
Yeah, Lego's
Serious business.
This is a serious hobby. This isn't for kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we on we doing the YouTube?
We're on the YouTubes, Chris. Yep, as usual.
No, actually, we're trying Twitch this week. So
Actually, one day we'll be on all those things. But...
Probably. We'll do some simulcasting.
Exactly. Let's see. Come on.
Not to be confused with simulcast in Spanish. Just regular
Yeah,
simulcast.
Oh.
Continue, David.
I'd say we're going.
Audio's working. That's good.
If you do go on Twitch, you should get Ed to do that one because he twitches a lot.
he's a twitchy guy.
That was his nickname in high school.
Twitchy. Alrighty. Well, let's see. Let me do my intro, then we'll start reading some comments. We got a bunch of our friends here already. So, welcome to the Morning Brick, the best place for your Lego news, rumors, opinions, and discussions here at 9:30's at Atlanta Brickco TV. I've got Daniel and Chris joining me today, and we have a bunch of Lego news. I was surprised. I didn't see a lot of Lego news when I scoured my usual sources, but Chris has got a long list. We'll go through it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you do have a long list.
I know, so
we better move quick.
We're just going to answer comments and start moving here, but yeah. So.
Well, I have not been on it in a while.
Yeah.
So I might have some stuff you guys have talked about.
It's
Yeah,
okay to
right.
reiterate it too, because we get new viewers every single time. So
Yeah, that's right.
Alrighty, what do we got in the chat here, Daniel?
Oh, let's see. Got some guy named Mark. We got the Night Guy, Andy. We got Scott Robinson. We got Morgan, Bricklore, Scott Schiller, Brickmom VA, Johnny Flounder, Randra Ratzlaff, Duder Bricks. Good morning, everybody. Raymond Dias. I don't know if I said him already. Good morning, everybody. How we all doing?
Good. Hey, we'll have to. Johnny Flounder reminded me he's down in Orlando, near very close to where we're opening the store. And that reminds me, we should go ahead and give an update on our Orlando. What we know so far, we're waiting on a container to come in of store fixtures. So that's going to be the biggest holdup. And right now, the Chinese New Year's going on. So they're not producing anything. They're not shipping anything.
That's why this is Lego news, because, Chinese New Year.
Yeah. Well, and it's not quite yet. I think it's like next week.
It's very
or something,
soon,
but
yeah.
they're getting ready for it. You know, and they shut down for like weeks at a time. So
It's crazy.
yeah, we're pushing it back. Probably June 1st is more accurate. For like an official grand opening, but we might have a soft opening in May.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's going to be a little later than we were expecting, but it's still going to be spring.
Which is totally fine for me because we have so much going on here as well. So we have conventions. We've got Atlanta Brickcon coming up.
Yep, that's on my list to talk about.
Yeah.
So.
And then we've got a brick convention, I think it's called, in Orlando.
Yes.
In March.
Oh, I didn't know about that one.
Yeah. Same organizers as Atlanta Brickcon. Yeah. I'll talk about that in a second, or I could talk about it now that we're talking about it.
While we're talking about the Orlando location, we are accepting job applications, and we are accepting trade and sell forms through our trade and sell form on our website.
Yeah. So you go to atlbrick.com, and you can trade and say, I'm in the Florida, Orlando area. This is what I've got. I'd love to drop it off there versus shipping it.
Yeah.
So, and just specify that, and we can take care of you. So,
and you can't just walk in and sell
by
your
appointment
stuff.
only.
It is by appointment only. Brett, who's our new CEO down there, is also the CEO of the brewery that it's connected to, and he's there all the time.
Yeah.
But it is by appointment only.
Exactly. He's not necessarily ready to just receive a big collection of Lego at any moment. We need to schedule that. So get in touch with us on our website, and we can take care
it's
of
not
it.
like here where you can just show up and pop off all your junk on us any old time you feel like. Sorry.
Yeah. This week, it's like I've got all these plans to do this week, and there's just Lego everywhere.
There is a pile of Lego outside of the trophy case.
We're wading through it.
We've got a temporary table set up, and
that temporary table has been set up, I think, since the middle of the summer, maybe beginning of the summer.
Yeah, at least beginning of November.
Let's see. Oh, we got Brickcon in the chat. How you doing, man? He and I talk a lot on Instagram. He's from up in Canada.
Very cool.
Let's see. The Night Guy, Andy's excited about the Florida store. Raymond says, I wish I could go to the ABC in Florida. Soon. very soon.
OBC.
The OBC. Yep.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's right. The OBC, which is all part of the UBC, right?
All part of the UBC.
There you go. I love it. All those
You down-
acronyms.
Are you down with UBC? Yeah, yeah, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can write a song about that.
We
I
could
think
do a
so,
rap.
yeah.
I think a rap is in our future with all these BC.
We could put Grant and Vogan on that.
Yeah.
I think they'd be pretty qualified to handle that project.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I don't know. Listen, we were listening to. They were listening to Disney show tunes yesterday, and
That must have been Caitlin that put that.
it was Will Smith singing the genie part in whatever movie he's in. I haven't seen
The Aladdin one, the new one. Yeah.
I'm not a Disney movie guy, but I was like, oh, that sounds like it sounded a lot like his 1980s rap songs. Parents don't understand a Nightmare on My Street, and they were like, what? And I
Will
was like,
Smith sung songs.
yeah, Will Smith was a rapper in the 80s. What? And I was like, yeah, you know, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And they're like, well, we've seen the Fresh Prince. And it's like,
The
well, yeah,
TV
he
show,
started
yeah.
out as a rapper. That's how he got his TV show.
Yeah,
It's funny.
that is.
They had no idea.
That's ancient history for them. I mean,
guess
they were that's
so.
before their time, probably.
Yeah,
so,
it doesn't seem like that long ago.
Oh no, BJ, you're good. You bring in good stuff. He was apologizing since I was talking about how we had so much stuff on the
BJ,
floor.
we were admiring it. It just it came in after the guys who put the sets out left.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, you're good, BJ.
They just haven't put him away yet. But yeah, that's
Actually,
good
You brought in good stuff.
BJ is one of our best trade-in guys because he'll
Yeah.
bring in a lot of new sealed sets and then some very nice built sets.
Actually,
so,
we should go get a couple of them because they look so cool. That Chinese New Year stuff.
yep,
The ice
Yeah.
skating one, yeah.
there's a couple good ones in there, so and they'll sell quickly.
All right, let's do some Lego news.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, Chris?
Scott Robinson said, "Will Smith, the king of clean rap," and yeah, it was clean.
That's
It was
good.
very clean. It was very good. The worst part about it was parents just don't understand.
Yeah,
Well, that was in what, the early '90s?
that's edgy for back then, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Gosh, we've got so much Lego news here, and again, I haven't been on this while, so some of it could be repeats. In fact, I know this Blacktron set's a repeat, but we're actually getting them in store, and I can't imagine why anybody would want to trade this.
Well,
in.
we're getting him in the store, but they're not getting out of the store because I
No.
think I bought the first one.
Michael bought one.
Pesh bought the second one, and I think Randy's now buying the third one.
And this is perfect.
Yeah,
It's great.
It's just
Yeah.
so perfect.
I already
it's
built
just
mine while the
awesome.
Georgia game was going on.
It's nice and small, so it keeps it more affordable and doesn't take up a lot of space. Because that's a big problem with Legos. It just
Yeah.
takes up too much space.
It's a small set, but for a gift with purchase, it's huge.
Yeah,
I
it is.
love these like full-fledged sets as gift with
the
purchases.
artwork on it. I mean, it's just
Oh yeah, just beautiful.
absolutely awesome. And they've got what looks like alternative builds, maybe.
I think you can rotate
Yeah.
out
No,
the
it
different.
just the segments break up. The middle one is like a cargo container, and then
Are
the back
those
one has the wings.
stickered pieces?
It's all stickers. Yep.
Yeah. Duderbricks actually commented about it and says Blacktron stickers meh. So
Yeah.
it's definitely a downside to an otherwise great set. So.
You just gotta get better at placing stickers. I'm good at placing stickers, and I don't really have a problem with it. I would of course rather they be prints.
I'm willing to take stickers for a set this cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like most of the time I don't like stickers, but I'll take it for a Blacktron set.
Well-
Also, the other great thing about that set is most of those printed pieces, except the flag ones, you could swap out with the original ones. The 2x2 tile with the arrow, that front nose piece you could definitely swap out with the original.
Yeah,
On
if you have
mine,
them.
I already swapped out the wings on the back with the original transparent red wedge plates.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what else is neat about the stickers is that have you seen the new Bugatti Bolide?
No.
It's black.
Probably.
It's a big Technic set, you know,
Mhm.
like the Chiron, but it's black and yellow.
Wow.
And it looks like a black. First thing I think of, because I'm not a car guy.
Yeah.
So the first thing I think of when I see it is like this big Blacktron Technic set, race car set.
Which one? What color was
So
it?
it's
it's just-
Technic, so it's not
It's the
Speed
Bolide,
Champions,
B
yeah.
O L L
the
I
Technic
D E,
one. Okay.
and it's just a matter of time before somebody, takes these stickers and puts it on that car and makes
Yeah.
a Blacktron.
Blacktron
Bolide, yeah.
Bugatti. That sounds like
'Cause
a
that
great
means
build.
the
There it is.
Pictures are just. I mean, doesn't that look like Blacktron to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can
That
make
is what's
other
nice.
sets.
Yeah, that's true. you can take stickers and put them on other parts. Interesting idea.
One good thing about stickers. I think that's a new announcement to the Bolide. That's
relatively new. As
Yeah,
well.
I think so. Yeah.
We haven't
can
talked
call-
about
we
it
can-
too much.
We can call that news.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
get
kinda
it.
like a
I don't get
mid-size.
excited over those cars.
It's kind of like a mid-sized Technic car, isn't it? It looks smaller than like the big ones.
It was a while ago. There was a bunch of Technic sets revealed, and we're just like, "There's a bunch of Technic. Gary would like it."
Good for
Moving
Gary.
on.
Yeah, I think that was last week.
That was all we did. Exactly.
Oh, and then we're seeing the new friend sets come in.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Which one did you get, Mark?
So I didn't get that one. I actually want to get that one too.
Wait, is that a new one?
Yeah.
It still has the old logo on it.
Well, that was maybe last year,
Oh, is
okay,
this-
Okay.
but it's
Those aren't the new characters.
this is like a transition. There's none of the original characters in here.
Well, I don't know if Jackson
Andrea,
is
different
the one,
outfit.
Yeah.
But
The new
Okay,
ones all
yeah.
have that new logo.
I got one of our sets that we just got in from the New Wave, and it's really fun. It was it's the big street with several huge buildings, and it's awesome.
Unity
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that's not the name of the set, but that is featured prominently in the center of the building.
What's neat about it is, so you've got an old classic building, which almost looks like it could be in a modular city.
Very much
It's
so,
really
yeah.
neat looking. And then you've got the Unity sign, and then you've got this high-tech, modern
with
city.
the angled tiles?
And that's the Unity, behind it. It's uniting the old and the new in
Yeah.
different generations.
yeah. There's definitely a lot to interpret in that,
Mhm.
so it's great.
What I like about that modern building is it looks like it's got about 100 sandwich tiles on the front of it in black, lavender, purple, and something else.
I bought it for parts, but I will build it and review it too. So.
Oh yeah, you'll review it already.
Exactly. I'll be gentle as I drop it in the parts bin.
Raymond says, Mark, it is 50 degrees here in Amarillo, Texas.
That's awesome,
go.
Raymond. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's about as cold here, maybe a little
Yeah,
bit warmer.
that's about right.
Yeah.
We didn't need jackets.
50, 60.
This is it.
Yeah.
Tunner asks, do you think Rivendell will be micro scale? I hope not. I'm surprised we still haven't seen pictures of Rivendell,
Yeah.
but I'm leaning
Actually-
towards smaller than minifig scale.
I need to apologize to all the viewers because I predicted that on the last morning brick that
true.
within hours there would be pictures of the Lord of the Rings set. We're guessing Rivendell, and nothing came up, and nothing has still come up to this point. So we're sorry.
Wednesday late mornings,
sorry.
stuff always gets posted right after we do this.
Typically.
So
Yeah.
that was the prediction.
If it wasn't last week,
What's
it could
gonna get
be
posted,
today. Yeah.
I'm guessing it'll be soon, but I'm not going to be so bold as to say right after this. It could easily be that case, though.
Well, there's a lot of things that are coming out that we haven't seen pictures of yet. That it could be. There's a lot of. I think we're too far out for this, but there's a lot of really cool Lego Ideas sets that have hit the reviews.
Oh, yeah.
phases.
Absolutely.
Have
Yeah.
you seen Dracula's Castle?
I haven't. Is that a Lego Ideas?
It's amazing.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. It's kind of more like it's a cross between a castle and a haunted house, but it's really, really well done.
I think we'll start to see more of that stuff coming through the Bricklink designer program pipeline in the near future.
Very cool.
Jaws set. I think we've talked about
Jaws,
that before. And then Jack Skellington's house.
Mm-hmm. Some great Lego Ideas.
Yeah.
That they've needed to make sets for those for a long time, so it's great.
Grumpy J says, well, my interweb is running slow. Oh, so there is so much lag. Sorry, Grumpy J. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's
Grumpy
see.
J.
Brickcon brings up a good point. Hard to expect anything but stickers from a GWP, though. Yeah, that's true. It's going to be the same with the Bionicle, I'm sure.
Yep. I can't wait to see a picture of the new Bionicle set with a totally off-kilter sticker to just add
those are gonna
insult
come
to
in.
injury.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
that's going to be
yeah.
amazing. Brick Jedi's here, Stacy's here, and Gary's here. Not into the Technic cars. Okay, he just likes the construction and tractors and stuff like
Okay.
that, I think so.
The Night Guy said, "Can't wait for the D&D set." I do have stuff to talk about on that. Not really news or anything. So there's a D&D movie coming out
Yeah.
with Chris Pine, and then there's a TV series,
Didn't know about that.
Paramount Plus, coming out,
Okay.
and that could be March or April, I think they said.
Yeah.
On that.
So soon, within the next couple of months.
Yeah, so a lot of D&D stuff coming out. Oh, and the set that's coming out has a buildable map that you can use in your D&D campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Your actual D&D campaign.
That's cool.
It has a buildable. So you take the pieces that build the set and you can make the map out of it.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
an alternate build, it sounds like.
That's fun. That's good.
I think the winner of the contest was new since last week. Did we talk about that last week?
I think we might not have mentioned
I think that was announced since then.
It
so
was,
that is
a couple
news.
weeks ago, back at Christmas time.
The one that won the contest? Was it
Yeah.
really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because my brother's big into D&D,
Mm-hmm.
so I've been sharing with him the
Gotcha.
news.
Gotcha.
We've only sparsely covered that, so if we haven't before, the D&D set did get selected. It's pretty cool looking, and then there's other cool features like you mentioned, Chris.
BJ said, I prefer the newer Blacktron wings with the red on black. Looks much cooler to me. Yeah, I've seen some people saying it looks more like solar panels, but I always thought of the original wings being clear as more like some kind of like energy field or even like a Tron light bikes thing. So I thought it made more sense that they were clear rather than like a solar panel kind of thing. Let's see. The Night Guy says, watching Mark make Heart Lake City drama is one of the greatest experiences of all time. Yeah, I have some clandestine footage.
You have
of
some blackmail.
Mark making it. It's quite the sight to see for sure.
Hey, gotta get all that drama in there. You know what I'm saying?
I had to come ask Mark something.
It just
the
looks
other
like
day.
a grown man sitting playing with a girl's playset.
He gets a face on. He works himself up. He gets his Heart Lake City drama face on.
Mm-hmm.
And so I peeked in to ask him a question, and he had his game face on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was peeking through the window. Yeah, and he does them on the little sticks now. So he's like hunched over the table, and he's going. It's great. BJ says, "What is a sandwich tile?" That's just one of the new, colloquialisms for
2x2 tile with a cut through the middle.
Yeah,
so.
the triangular tile.
Yeah.
Morgan asks, "What's the Friends equivalent of bronies?" You know, guys that like My Little Pony.
Don't.
Guys who like Friends. Phonies.
Phonies.
Yeah,
Bronies.
that's it. You got it.
Yeah, we'll see. It would be Brens? A Brend? Because it's
Moving
friends.
on,
Yeah.
Scott Robinson says you need to make a UBC grand opening exclusive Lego set for sale. That's an interesting idea.
I like that.
I like
At least
that.
a T-shirt. Yeah.
Yep. We did actually start printing some T-shirts yesterday with the UBC logo on the back instead of the ABC logo.
That's big news.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had that
The
on my
very
list
first
here,
one.
Yeah.
And it was one of the new design, which have we shown off yet?
The Pokey
I
Riot
think you've
one?
held it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the kid getting hit in the face with the ball.
I don't have it here, but it'll be on the website soon if it isn't already. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of our T-shirts now are going to have the UBC logo on the back.
Yeah. Small difference, but it's big for us.
Yeah.
Mark C. said, what do y'all think about the new Bricklink system for sets, i.e. no longer a second life for rejected ideas sets? I think it's good because it's going to take some pressure off of how many things are being submitted to Lego Ideas. I think more people are going to see the kinds of things that have more success in the Bricklink Designer Program, these really big parts-intensive sets, going towards that to be submitted originally, and then Lego Ideas will be more reserved for smaller, more playset style, a lot of IP-based stuff.
Fun stuff, specialty stuff, yeah.
And I like the designer program sets because they're not IP based.
Yeah.
To me, IP based stuff is not an idea. It's somebody else's idea.
Yeah.
That you're capitalizing on, yeah.
I mean,
It's
like,
really Lego's way of making one-off sets for
Yeah.
IPs instead of launching a whole theme.
Speaking of the Bricklink designer program, entries start February 1st to the 28th. So basically the whole month of February for those entries.
Yeah.
And then voting is in March, late March.
Should I make a castle set and put it up there? Would that be good?
I think both of you guys should
We
enter.
could collab on that.
Yeah, not this year. Not this
We're
round.
busy. We're
Next
busy,
round.
yeah.
I think you're a little too busy.
Yeah, we're both a little busy for that.
Yes.
What we need is a Lego Masters set.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be cool with the little
Yeah.
activities for your Lego minifigures to do that actually work?
Yeah, like
Something
a
that
build
spins
space,
around
yeah.
and parts fly off.
With a big LM in the back, yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
minifigure scale.
Yes, BJ said that Mark making Heart Lake City drama is like the scene in Spaceballs where Dark Helmet is playing with his action figures.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Oh, sorry, sir.
So we had an adult trade Lego in yesterday, and he had the a very expensive minifigure.
Yeah.
And worth over $100 in good condition. And he said, "Oh yeah, that's in mint condition," you know. And I remember opening that, and I'm like, well, "Why does it have this stain on it, and why does it have a scratch over here?" He was like, "Oh well, I was playing with it a little bit." And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm picturing him playing with it. He had a scratch on here. He had some chocolate on his elbow, I think. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
gosh. Oh dear.
Yeah, you hope it was chocolate.
Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I think the 90th anniversary castle is the first set I've actually like played with. I would say in a long time.
all the little doors and the moving
yeah.
features is great. So.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody has that castle yet.
Sorry,
Daniel.
Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Hey,
Maybe someday.
we got one in the store, but
Yeah,
it sold within an
I
hour.
was-
Maybe if you
Yeah,
save up your
literally.
allowance, put it in a tuppence
We've
in the
gotten
bank.
2 in, and I think Joe just snatched the first one up, and I was like, "Well, wait! I wanted to."
Yeah, he had been pining for the first one to come in the store for a long time because I knew he was saving up store credit for it.
In fact, so that came in Saturday, and then we had a sealed Ewok Village come in Saturday.
Wow.
It was gone in
Seconds, I'm guessing.
seconds.
Yeah, I didn't even know we had gotten that.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. We were kind of talking about ideas already. So the A-frame cabin is set to be revealed on the 18th. So unless it leaks before that, that should be the latest that we see that the preliminary images for that or the official reveal.
Yes. So that's one we should keep an eye out on a Wednesday. If not this Wednesday, maybe next Wednesday.
So that's our prediction.
Yeah,
Is probably
the
A-frame.
A-frame cabin reveal.
Yeah.
And not that I'm super excited about an A-frame cabin,
Yeah.
but
I think
It'd be
it'd
cool.
badass.
there's probably going to be some really cool pieces in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lighthouse was way cooler than I was thinking it would be. It could be
Mhm.
super boring, but it was neat. And so I think this could be exactly like that. So.
Yeah.
These non-IP based submissions to Lego ideas, they really are truly taking the idea and then making a Lego set based off of them. Because when you see these sets in their final form and you go back and compare them to the original ideas, early on in Lego ideas they looked very similar. A lot of them they didn't have to make a lot of changes, but nowadays it's like
Completely
they're totally
different.
overhauling it.
Yeah.
They're not just beefing up the structure and the techniques a little bit.
Like the
They're
blacksmith
basically
shop.
doing whatever they wanted to do instead.
Different looking
with
buildings.
your general gist of an idea.
Hey, Ray has an interesting question for you, Mark. Which Lego Masters contestants would you have in the Lego set?
Oof.
And, it's hard. You don't want to put Mark on the spot there because he's friends with a lot of the contestants. But I've got a good answer to that.
Okay.
People that are visually easy to make stand out in Lego. So Boone would be easy with his beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It would probably be
Manny-
fan favorites or
Manny
top threes.
has tattoos, and then Nestor has his hat, so
Mhm.
they're relatively easy.
They're pretty
Hawaiian
iconic.
shirts.
Yeah.
Have
that
you
would
ever done
be-
minifigures with tattoos?
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the ways back, I think.
I mean,
the
not
first
counting like
one-
Drax or
certainly
actual,
yeah.
like, humans
so
with
the
tattoos.
first one was the biker mechanic from Series
Yeah.
10
Yeah,
had
that's
the
right.
flame tattoo on his
Mhm.
arm.
Yep.
But then I'm sure there's been others since
Yeah.
then.
And then for season 2, you got Natalie with her red hair.
Mhm.
Very striking, iconic look. Randall, Sarita, they always had such cool outfits. And then Richard, he was so stylish. I was just like, it was cool being around him. So, but so there's a number of really great people in season 2 as well that are just excellent. And then season 3, there are all these really wild characters that just So I think you could easily have a dozen great characters from the 3 seasons we've had in the U.S. so far. So
For sure. And what activity would they be doing?
I'm guessing they'd be running towards the thing that they're gonna get. So they're all like just piling in on each other. You'd have Crash just crashing through everything.
pulling over
exactly.
the table. Yeah. Oh, that could be a play feature. It'd be like in the Dark Trooper Battle Pack.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
something
yeah.
where you could like force slide them back. And
Okay, I
force
think
slide them into the table.
DJ's right here. Lego Pirates have some tattoos, and that was probably the first tattoo.
Yeah, they have like
the
anchors.
anchor on the chest.
And
I was mostly thinking arm tattoos, but
the
yeah,
heart
I'm sure
with
there are a
the
bunch
mom,
with them
yeah,
on the
so-
chest.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what we need more of. They've got the foosball table has the girl with the discoloration on her face. We need more Lego tattoos.
That's honestly.
temporary tattoos for Lego minifigures. Yeah, you apply the decals on their arms.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I know that
those are just wet decals. That's the thing people make, Chris.
the custom printers have an opportunity here with more tattoo arms and stuff. That'd be cool. So.
I know Citizen Brick does a lot of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do some stuff. Yeah.
For all the other weird stuff they do, I'd be surprised if they didn't.
A year ago, Luke Chapman was in this studio building. Did you talk about this last week?
No, I
Okay.
didn't.
He was building the UCS Millennium Falcon and trying to set the Guinness Book of World Records. And it was really cool seeing him do that because he had to have 2 and 3 witnesses. They had to take shifts and rotate. I think he was here for 12 hours building it.
Yeah.
You know, he was allowed to, there was a lot of rules he had to abide by in order to get it just right. And somebody had tried to set the record and they left one piece out. They found it on the floor or something like that. I think it was a 1x3 plate. And they didn't set it because of that. Somehow they went back and they looked at the video footage and they found it or something like that, or the guy was just honest about it.
Yeah.
So with a set like that, missing a piece is like a big deal, right?
Yeah, you don't know where that 1x3 went.
Forever to go back and find.
For the Guinness Book of World Records. So it took about a year, but he got the official notification that he did officially set the world record for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so we did make a video about it. We'll have to kind of edit that video and make a new one.
We uploaded a whole slew of videos during that time. I wasn't here. Ed was here, and he was uploading stuff, and it was cool.
Stephen was one of the witnesses, I think.
Yeah, exactly. It might have been Ed too, but I know Stephen was.
Yeah.
So.
Do they actually still make print copies of the Guinness Book of World Records, or they're like way too many to?
I feel like I've seen them.
I think they're just highlights at this point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, they literally have if they're going to do it for the UCS
anything,
Millennium Falcon, you can do it for any set almost. I guess, right?
I remember we were looking at some world records for a possible thing to do during the cruise, and there's a lot of world records for speed building, and I was able to beat some of them on the table at home. So I'm just like, there's still records to be beat out there.
Yeah. Well, with stuff that's that specific,
yeah. How many 2x4s can you stack in so many seconds, and how many minifigures can you build? I'm like, okay, I think this could be beaten at this point. So, yeah, we might have to do that sometime here at the store. Just like do some world record busting. So
that could be a world record. How many Guinness World Records can you break?
Lego Guinness World Records.
In a day.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet that probably is one. I don't know about in a day, but I think there is a record for most records.
Well, you can literally make up a record for anything. How quickly can you unscrew the water bottle top? You know, it's like there's you make stuff up.
Well, they have qualifications for what can and can't be a record to discourage some of that.
Yeah.
It's like things that are measurable, easily repeatable, you know.
Exactly.
There are some parameters for that.
Ooh, I've got big news.
Yeah.
Hit us.
You guys might have talked about this already. There's an error in the Jazz Club instructions.
I didn't know about that.
I love errors and stuff because it's
There's
like
been a lot of those lately.
you know, it proves that Lego's still done by humans. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
That's good.
And we all make mistakes. Apparently when you get to bag when you're on bag 12, you finish building bag 12. And it actually starts you out on bag 13, but it doesn't say open bag 13 for another couple pages.
So you're just
you're
looking for pieces.
For parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if you finished everything else in bag 12, then you should be out of parts for that bag, right?
Theoretically.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
yeah.
I think you would know it.
Not
It's just the
everybody is
symbols
a
thing.
genius like you, Daniel.
Well, if you've got no parts left on the table, what do you...
Not everyone can build an official set first try without the
maybe you
instructions
start-
like you, Daniel. Just
Maybe
saying.
you start looking for the
Sorry, I'm a
parts
professional.
on the floor. Your cat knocked over. You could have knocked over your parts, and it's like, oh, where did I lose that part to? You know, and you're not thinking, it's in bag 13.
You know what it looks like when you're done with it. You know, you've got the little extra parts,
It's a
and you
big
sweep
set,
them to the
Daniel.
side, and you open the next one.
Not everybody's perfect.
All right.
I would lean on with Chris on this one. I'm just saying, Daniel. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a tough.
All right.
I'm not. There's two different types of people out there, and a lot of those people are I follow the directions to the T.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't say open bag 13 yet,
So
I'm not open
several
bag
more
13
pages,
Yet. I'm
yeah.
not saying I'm that person. I'm just saying there are people out there like that.
Yeah, I know some people like that.
Yeah.
They would sit there and they would stare at the instructions.
Morgan said
Wondering
he
what to
found
do.
an error in the Haunted Mansion instructions.
Wow.
And I'm a reader. I read a lot of books. Almost every single book I read, I find errors in all the time. Yeah.
Typo,
That's
formatting.
just the way it goes. A lot of those errors are, it'll be like with the quantity of pieces you need for the step that's in the blue box and stuff like that. So it happens. I got a bunch of set numbers and prices if we just want to rattle them off.
Let's talk about Minecraft.
I've got Minecraft Summer 2023 sets. We've just got 4 of these to be released on June 1st. The Axolotl House for $24.99. The Pumpkin Farm for $34.99. The Crafting Box 4.0. I'm actually surprised we're only on 4. I would have thought it would be higher than that. For $69.99. And the Iron Golem Fortress for $99.
That sounds cool.
That sounds sick.
That could be really cool.
I like the axolotls too. I don't think we'll get them in any additional colors from what we already got, but yeah, the Iron Golem Fortress should be sweet. I'm not going to read all of these. There's a ton of summer city sets. I see some Arctic things, so that may be making a comeback.
Underwater.
It's pretty spread out. It's not like one big cohesive theme like they sometimes do. Like some years it's all Arctic, all swamp. It's like a couple Arctic sets, a plane, skiing, apartment building, a skate park, an ice cream shop, a car wash, a submarine, advent calendar, of course, demolition site. So a little bit kind of from all of those themes they usually do. And then the last one is Ninjago Summer 2023 sets. So these are not the ones we already covered recently, right? I think those were the January
they
ones.
are
the
because
spring?
I remember there should be a lava dragon in there somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So we were talking about
Okay.
that.
But we'd already seen images for
Another
those, though,
big
so that's weird.
Destiny's Bounty.
Is that right? Is that on?
I think that was the biggest one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I didn't think it was that specific with information. It was kind of like vague. So
Yeah,
we got more confirmation of more
Ninja
Ninjago
Assault
sets, so.
Ship Race Against Time. That sounds pretty cool.
You know what they need to do is they need to send them in space.
Mhm.
They haven't sent Ninjago guys in space yet.
I think they had a brief rocket trip actually. They did go out to space for a little
Because
bit and
I
they came
can't
back.
think of the sets based on
No
like an entire
sets.
theme of sets based on space.
Yeah.
Then they need to send them out underwater.
Oh, I
and
thought you meant
have a
They did
whole
that.
theme with them underwater with air tanks and stuff.
They
Really?
did. Yeah, they had submarines. That was actually fairly recent. So.
Okay.
I thought you meant actually put Ninjago minifigures in a rocket ship and send them to
Well, they need to do that too. but-
Because they've done that with other minifigures.
But they
and I was
need
like,
the-
why do they need to
They need the
send
space
Ninjago ones?
figures first before they
Mhm.
can send them
gotcha.
into space. So
Yeah, they
jumping
haven't
ahead
built
a
the
little bit.
space sets.
Yeah.
They did send them to space in the show, but they didn't build the space sets.
They're doing these sub themes that are like so antithetical to like the original like ninja theming and time period that it just like the Atlantis thing that has nothing to do with ninjas.
No, going underwater really doesn't have much to do with ninjas.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. They did go underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of like space, but not really. But yeah, I don't know. I wish they would do those things on their own without relying on the crutch of Ninjago's success
Yeah.
to make sales. But I don't know, maybe someday.
That's how it is sometimes. but-
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
They did the video game thing where they went into video games, I guess.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did the virtual.
They had the controllers. That was neat.
They could still go to like different dimensions.
You know what'd be cool is if they go into Lego Friends.
Yeah.
It would make a lot of sense. They came out about the same.
The most ambitious crossover event in history.
They came out about the same year, 2011. I
Yeah.
think. And they make mini dolls out of
11 and 12.
Ninjago characters.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome. I'd have Heart Lake City Drama all over
Why
that.
doesn't
Uh-huh.
Lego do stuff like that? It's their own creative ideas.
They
you know?
they're kind of set in their ways sometimes. I think.
They've had very few crossovers. Mr. Invisible Guy from Ultra Agents showed up in Ninjago.
And the Toxica
Tuxedo.
Tuxedo. That's her name.
Yeah, from Ultra Agents went to Ninjago.
She's crossed over a little bit
Yeah.
too. So.
Yeah, BJ, I know it's fantasy, but it's like at some point you're breaching the original aesthetic of what it stands for. Even like the crystallized one, I was fine with because it was at least kind of. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but just the building style and like the expected level of technology and human development, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait,
It's hard to explain.
Ninjago is fantasy. What's BJ trying to say?
Does that statement confuse you?
You could interpret that several
There
ways.
we go. Henry the Horse knows what I'm saying. Just bring back old Ninja.
Yeah, thank you. There you go.
Ninjago gets trans neon orange back. Yeah, if anybody was going to do it, that could be.
I would be
Anything except another Nexonites, right?
Yeah, exactly. As long as it's not Nexonites, I'm not going to complain that much. So.
I don't think we talked about this last week. We have some more details for Disney 100th anniversary sets that are coming out. Most of them, the names are just called classic animation. So I'm assuming that's going to be some really early films like Snow White or Sleeping Beauty, things like that. But yeah, we've got classic animation for 150, Anna and Elsa's Magical Carousel for 20, another classic animation for 60, Disney Princess for 45. So they're still really generic names. Those are all June 1st, and then October 1st we've got 3 that are just called Disney Princess. Release date unknown, classic animation. So yeah, not too much information, but some more stuff to go on.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's good to see that they will be doing stuff for that big anniversary. So,
Yeah.
And classic animation, I'm more interested in that than I am another Moana set or another other more recent stuff. It's great and it's fun, but I actually like the classic Disney better. So yeah.
Fantasia would be cool.
It'd be great. Be a fabulous set. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff you could do with that. I've got a first look at a new gift with purchase coming this year as part of an architecture thing. So we're seeing 2 buildings we've already seen as architecture sets. We've got the Great Wall of China and the Taj Mahal. These are both in microscale form. I would say this is most comparable to the Lego House one that recently came out, and that it's a few small standalone builds. But then we've got 2 new builds that we've never seen as architecture sets. Yep, we've got Petra and the Parthenon. The Petra one, it's got some other name on it. It might be what it's actually called. It's like Al and then a hyphen and then something that starts with like K-H-A-Z. I don't know. It's probably what it's...
The Arabic name.
That sounds right. Yeah, I can't quite read it in this image, but I know it has another real name, but a lot of people, I think, just call it Petra. But yeah, so that would be cool to see those as full-sized architecture sets. Maybe this is kind of, referencing that could be a possibility in the future. But, overall they look great. It's a cool gift with purchase. It's one that I might pick up just because I like architectural kind of things, but not the price point that architecture sets come at. So that may be one I pick up.
A mini Parthenon would be really fun. So.
Yeah, that's very cool. It uses a lot of those candlestick pieces for the columns, which I love.
That's great.
What else you got, Chris?
Sonic sets. Have you guys talked about Sonic sets coming out?
We've mentioned that they're coming out, not in specific detail because there wasn't information on them at the time, but
In August.
Yes.
5 sets in August.
Pretty cool.
That's
And
it.
I think we knew that the prices are going to be fairly low. I think the most expensive one is either 100 or 80. So it's nice and affordable for kids.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that, even if hopefully it's not for juniors or 4 and up, but it's
There's nothing cheap out there about Sonic right now.
yeah,
in
exactly.
Lego. I'd like to see gold coins.
That'd be great. Yeah,
Yeah.
some coins you could sit
they're
on your
just-
scene. Yeah.
They're so iconic. Are they
Rings, gold
those
rings.
are rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Mario.
Yeah.
Gold coins, yeah.
They could make some gold rings though.
They
In the
made
idea
Mario
set,
gold
they
coins,
used
I think.
the life preserver
Mhm.
piece.
In gold or in yellow?
Just in yellow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
if they recolored that in pearl gold, that would be easy.
Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantum Mania, rumor that there's a set coming out. I think we've been talking about that for a while, but that could be another Wednesday reveal
Yep.
that they do after
That could be
this.
coming out soon.
Yeah.
Another prediction here to.
All right,
Good morning, Brick.
we've all seen pictures of the Bionicle anniversary set, and
Yep.
it's kind of it doesn't do anything for me, and the fact that it's not made out of Bionicle pieces, I think would make a Bionicle fan very mad.
Yes.
I think
And it has.
I think it's almost like an insult.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's
that's how I felt about it. So.
like, because if you're a Bionicle fan, you're the one that wants Bionicle to come back.
Mm-hmm.
You want Bionicle pieces. You don't want Lego bricks.
They don't want mixel joints.
They don't want
So-
mixel joints and stickers. Yeah. So.
Have you guys talked to anybody that is excited about it or likes it?
So the only Bionicle fan that I really know and speak to every now and then is Onhill, who has been on the show on here on
professor.
Tuesdays. Yeah, he's a Bionicle expert here, and so he likes it. He thinks it's fun and enjoyable, and he's glad that Lego is acknowledging Bionicle. But he really can't say too much about the build being good. And I think he's just enjoying the fact that it got recognized more than the fact that it's not really Bionicle. It's just kind of like a throwaway thing. I know that the overwhelming response has been fairly apathetic, if not negative. So.
One of the 2 special guests we had recently that you know the ones I'm talking about that were in the back that one day that you weren't here.
It'll come to mind, I'm
Okay.
sure.
They were here for filming something.
Yes.
Yes. One of them was a Bionicle fan, and they thought it was a joke.
Okay.
They thought it was
Gotcha.
awful.
They were very.
I showed him a picture.
It broke
of it.
their heart.
He had a lot of Bionicle when he was growing up. So there, there's 2 sides to it. I think the middle of the road consolation is going to be that the box art looks nice. So I'm going to say everybody should just keep it sealed and put it on the shelf in the box. The box looks better than the set does.
The classic Bionicle style art.
Yeah.
So.
And along the same lines as Bionicle, you guys saw it last week. We were going through our bulk Bionicle and we found a white metal Bionicle mask.
Oh yeah,
Made out of actual metal. No, it's just so small.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll do a video on it eventually, but we think it's only one of 5,000, which is pretty low production.
Extremely rare.
2003, which is old now.
I feel like
20
that's
years
like
old.
Mr. Gold levels of rare. You know, I'm thinking of it.
Actually, yeah, it is
Yeah.
Mr. Gold levels.
Yeah.
of
He was
rare, yeah.
5,000.
And because of that, I'm putting a price on it, probably around 1,500 or 2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the we don't want to
We
sell a
just-
price.
It was a random find. Random find in bulk Lego. That doesn't happen very often.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That's very exciting for us.
Scott and Tunner are talking back and forth about bringing back The Simpsons. I don't think that'll ever happen.
I think they will.
You
Why
think
not?
so?
Why not? It's a Disney property.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And it's the longest running cartoon ever.
Yeah.
I have seen no reason why they wouldn't bring it back.
Yeah.
More characters. There's so many characters they could do. So
It would be popular. It would sell well. So.
they did 2 CMF series,
Mm-hmm.
only 2 sets, and then Dimensions packs.
Yeah.
So they already have done, basically 3 different things for it.
Exactly.
So I could totally see them coming out kind of like the Sonic sets.
Yeah.
Right?
They kind of came back. So.
I mean, they're partnering with Hasbro now. Their competitor with Optimus Prime and D&D as a Hasbro property.
Yeah.
So there's no telling what they could do. I wouldn't put anything out of the question.
Star Trek, please. Star Trek.
It's one of those things that I think they did it and they got away with it. Now, I don't think Simpsons is really that inappropriate of a show by any stretch,
it's not bad.
but a lot of people were saying, they shouldn't be making kids' toys out of this, and Lego should have higher standards for what they think is inappropriate or not. And I'm like, I disagreed, but I know that there was kind of a lot of pushback on it.
Reuben asks, do we ever play Lego Heroica? We've got a
He
Heroica
also-
banner right here.
He also made a super chat of $2. You should
Thank
probably
you,
throw that
Reuben,
out
yeah.
there, so thank you.
Thanks, Ruben. Appreciate
We
it.
have got a Heroica banner right here.
Oh, yeah, Ethan played Heroica.
Yeah.
He was a kid.
That's
And
him right
one
there.
of our employees looks like one of the kids on there to a T.
Yeah.
It looks just like him.
If he was 5 years younger.
We also have Heroica sets, but I don't think we ever played Heroica.
I've never played it. I saw.
There's cool parts in
I
them.
was at Brickworld in 2018, and there was a Heroica map the size of this room. And they were playing, and they played, I think it was a 20-hour game during the course of the convention.
That's
And
crazy.
a couple of my close
That's a
friends were
risk
doing it,
level
and I
dedication.
would walk by every now and then and watch them, and they're doing like role play. It was like D&D. And so I'll have to get the book on what they did differently, but they added more to the game. So it's totally doable. So
Nexus to Zach joined just to chime in that the Bionicle set is disappointing. Not good, not bad, just disappointing. Would you say you're disappointed but not surprised?
yeah.
I think that's the kind of motto for
I
that.
could have told you it wasn't going to be that good because they're just going to, it's Bionicle.
Yeah,
So
we
it's
all
Wait,
saw that
wait,
coming.
is that Steven?
That's
But
Steven.
it's only 10:14 in the morning.
He said he was going to work 10 to 6 today. We'll see.
That's good. That's good.
That is a little early for Steven. So.
We should bring him on and give us some news on something.
He's moving something. Oh, no, he's looking at sets. Okay.
BJ says,
Playing
save
with
the metal
toys.
Bionicle mask for the next rare parts video. Yeah, that's
That'd
a
be
rare
great.
part
We
already.
need to do another. We have a whole
we are
big
due for
bag
one.
of rare. This could be the best video yet.
Yeah,
I got him somewhere. Yeah,
because we haven't done one in a while.
Henry the Horse says, I wouldn't even call that new Abomination Bionicle.
Bold take from Henry. There you go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I
What
have
else you
two
got
news
something?
things.
Yeah.
These just really quick. This one was like an ad, but for those of you who are watching who aren't maybe a little new to the channel, we have a podcast in the form of Between the Studs. It's actually a podcast, and we just put it on our YouTube channel as well.
Yep.
So I would say, a third of the views, or maybe even half of the views, are on YouTube. The rest of them come from the podcast listens.
Yep.
So if you are ever doing something and you're just like sorting Lego and you're kind of bored, listen to the podcast. It's great.
Yeah.
I think that's actually probably the best way to digest that information because not everyone has time to sit there for an hour video and watch it.
And we have we went through episode 100 on Black Friday, right?
Yep. So we're at 107's coming out on Saturday.
So 107 Lego podcasts.
Mhm.
You could spend, they're about an hour each. You
Yep.
could spend literally days
Yeah.
listening
Months.
to Lego
Yeah.
podcasts
Yeah.
without sleeping.
And
Exactly.
you should be able to find that on where? Spotify?
Apple
Absolutely
Podcasts.
everything.
Apple Podcasts? Everywhere you can find
Anything
podcasts.
that has podcasts. yeah.
Between the Studs Lego podcast, I think is what it's called on there. So
Yeah.
That's a
And,
good plug. That's a good
I
plug.
don't think it's on ham radio. I
Yeah.
don't think you can listen to it on the radio.
Oh, what's your call sign, Chris?
Yeah. What's that?
What's your call sign?
CB radio call sign? No. So yeah, look that up. We actually, it's gotten good traction. So I think we have a completely different audience that never connects with us on our YouTube channel that just listens to the podcast. So
Yeah.
good for you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
And one other thing is Atlanta Brickcon is coming up in the next couple weeks.
Yes.
If you haven't
I'm all
registered,
registered.
there's the tickets. I now know this information. I was sent an email and finally got the scoop. It's $20 for a public ticket, and it's $40 for a exhibitor ticket. So that is one of the most affordable exhibitor ticket prices I've
Yeah.
ever seen. Plus the $5 for a brick, but that's minimal.
And
so.
I hopefully we're not saying something we're not supposed to, but we're giving them big gift cards
Yeah.
to give out as prizes, I think, to exhibitors.
Yeah. So that I know that Nick was very excited about doing some big contests. So there's going to be thousands of dollars given away
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
both the show and I know we have some big gift cards being
Yeah.
donated too. So
We're really trying to make this a big year
And-
for this convention to try and get a good
I
foundation
know people
for an
are coming in
Atlanta-based
from
one.
all over the country.
Oh yeah.
people are messaging me and now
Yeah.
every day and saying, "Hey, I'm going to make it to Atlanta Brickcon." I'm like, I'm going to have so many people to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be busy. And
Well, you're on your home turf, so.
So if you haven't, we're going to have a booth there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're one of those people who are traveling to Atlanta Brickcon to enjoy a cool convention experience, stop by our store. We're an hour away. It's going to be over by the Sugarloaf store. That's kind of like northeast Atlanta. And we're on kind of the southwest-ish side of Atlanta, so it's a little bit other side, but it's still in the same city, so stop by.
Yeah, I'm taking almost all of my mocks that I have.
I've
put
heard
together.
of people traveling from overseas
Yeah.
to come to this convention.
I know we have a ton of people from Salt Lake. We have people from Texas. We have people from the Northeast. So it's going to be lots of Lego Masters.
Tim and Zach are coming, aren't
Yep.
they? When they're from Michigan?
They're
Is
from
that right?
northern Michigan.
Yeah.
And so we got me and Steven, Tim and Zach, Dom and Ethan are going to be there.
Yeah.
Susan's going to be
A
there.
lot of Lego Masters.
So at least 5 or 6 Lego Masters. So it's going to be great. So,
Ooh, I got some really cool news.
what's up?
Have you guys seen the green mech suit guy for the new stunts bikes?
No, I haven't seen that. We need to look out. There's a cool minifigure.
He's riding a lizard motorcycle.
Ooh.
It's in the shape of a lizard.
Lizard?
That sounds pretty exciting.
Is
And
it a wizard lizard?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
It could be. Yeah.
But he has, it's very similar. I think it's a lime suit, but it's or bright green,
Mm-hmm.
and it's looks like the series. Gosh, I can't. The series are all going together, but kind of like the Blacktron guy
Yeah.
with the bounty hunter helmet.
Yeah, okay, so he's
Yeah.
got that cool
Very
kind of winged
cool.
helmet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that might be more of the
So-
Lego leaks, but that's interesting.
You're gonna have a hard time finding pictures of that, Daniel. You know
Where did you
I
find
dig
it?
pretty deep.
What's your source?
Um, Or maybe I just made it up. I don't know.
The exhibitor tickets are sold out. What?
Really?
That's crazy, Nexus. I didn't know that. So,
Wow. So that means room.
Oh, I guess the
is
show is
full.
full.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Crazy.
well,
Well, there you go. Maybe it'll be bigger next year.
get those public tickets for $20. I
Yeah.
think they can still fit in that. So,
I still have some pretty big news here, too. Daniel,
yeah.
while you're looking for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking. It seems like an unsubstantiated rumor
Oh,
here.
we'll see.
Okay, all right.
Lego has an ad out there. It's through a marketing firm. And they're looking for an 18 or over autistic Lego builder. Good Lego builder. And they're actually putting out there, they're going to pay them over $6,000 to talk about why they like Lego for a commercial.
yeah.
So if you or somebody you know is an autistic Lego builder 18 and over, $6,000
Yeah.
to get asked a couple questions about a commercial, I
Yeah.
would go apply.
So a casting person, reached out to me and says, "Hey, we're doing a thing for Lego, and it pays $5,000. Would you be interested?" I'm like, I'm trying to turn away commission, so I said that's kind of lower than I usually charge for things like this. What's the thing about? And they're like, "Oh, well, you have to be autistic." I'm like, "Well, I'm not autistic. I'll have a nice day."
They're just cold calling people.
And
my God.
And I was just like super annoyed by that interaction. It was like the
Wow.
most kind of jerk I'm like, okay, so hopefully they got good casting people on it too, because that was terrible. So
This is so fun watching Daniel try to find this. He's like, oh wow,
Tried-
Chris is just the
Tried
master.
Instagram. Tried
Daniel's
Google.
like, Chris is the master. He knows how to dig deep and get all
No,
this
I'm just
news.
gonna say you're making it up. I'm just gonna call it now.
yep. So
You let me know when you can prove it.
We'll come back to this in a few weeks.
We'll revisit it.
And whether pictures
Place your
drop,
bets. Place your bets.
it's either totally real and cool, and we just haven't found pictures of it, or Daniel is right and
Or
it's
I'm just
not real.
I don't understand what he's
I
talking
am
about.
neutral. I want to see how this goes down. one
Very
day.
cool. All right, and then
What was the other thing we were supposed to wait and see?
That was the Rivendell. We really wanted that to be released, but it didn't. So I think that
No, it was
it.
something else. It was something we were betting about. Oh, I remember. It was when will Joe's car be less valuable than an Exonite's Fortrex? That's
Yes.
And I remember Grumpy J
Hey,
placed
I
a bet. We
think-
got to go back and
I
reference.
think looking at the line graph of Joe's car, it's like this.
Yeah, well, that's trending downward, and the Fortrex
but
should be
then
trending
it
upward.
starts to go back up because it's now a collectible car.
Yep.
Chris, it doesn't have a bumper on it. I don't think it's collector quality.
It's a fixer-upper.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it still runs great. It has 4 gears.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great.
We need a Joe's car emoji.
we could do that.
That would be a real insult to any employee who doesn't have an emoji, even if their face. Is if we do Joe and Joe's car before.
How about
some
Joe
of our
sitting on the hood
employees.
of his car or something? You know.
Uh-huh.
That's
So
great.
Gary's agreeing with Daniel. He
Oh,
drops.
you're saying revise the Joe one?
Gary
Yeah.
drops Daniel's emoji. Says it's fake news.
So,
and
so
then-
you're siding with me, Gary?
Yeah, and then Bricklore says this Chris and Daniel banter is very Heart Lake City drama-esque.
Yeah.
I'm gonna poison your coconut water.
Let me drink it.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Joe can drive
Go
stick.
ahead.
No, it's not.
I think it's an automatic. It
No,
just
it's
only
on-
has
yeah.
a few gears because it's an old one.
It's just from what year is it? It's before I was born.
It's,
Is it like a 94
early
or
90s.
something?
We need to make a Joe's car Lego set.
Hey, now
Who
we're
wouldn't want that
talking.
Volvo?
Our friend Ryan Bird
Yeah.
designed a really nice version of
'Cause
that car.
he has that same car, right?
So if we could
In
put
like a
together some
reasonable
kits
scale?
and sell
Yeah.
the physical kits, I think we wouldn't get in trouble for that. I don't know.
Well, yeah, well, look, we'll
and we
take.
can make it cheaper by taking the bumper off,
yeah.
not including seats.
We'll make stickers
back-
like with the Ghostbusters, the Ecto one. You can put the rust all over the
And
bottom.
the LSU
trim.
bumper sticker.
Yeah, yeah.
different color bricks. We could use used bricks.
Old-
to make
Oh,
it
old
yeah,
gray.
old grays, yeah,
Yeah.
all beat up. We got
Yeah.
teeth marks in them and
I'm
scratches.
gonna have to get in touch with Ryan Bird for that original design, and we'll customize it to be Joe's car.
Uh-huh.
That would be awesome.
Um,
Joe's car value will go up eventually. There you go.
Doubt.
Trapper team.
Doubt.
and I don't know if we've officially talked about this on the Morning Brick, but we're starting to sell our as-is sets on our website, which is the reasoning behind it is our backlog of sets to be inventoried is all growing every day,
Yeah.
and we will never get caught up. It's not possible. it just takes so long to inventory sets.
Mm-hmm.
And we probably have 5,000 sets to be inventoried in the basement, and
Yeah.
it's taking up too much space.
Yep.
So the idea
Valuable
is
space.
that we take all of these sets that are like 95% complete, and we sell them as is on our website. The only thing we're saying is that they're going to be relatively clean,
Yeah.
not smell bad. And
Gonna have
yeah.
most of the parts.
Yeah. And then we're going to take the figures out and the animals out.
Yeah.
Um,
They're probably missing figures in the most places anyway.
so we're saying 95%, 90% complete
Mhm.
with instructions.
Yeah.
And we're going to include the instructions. So,
Yeah.
And we are just, gosh, every day we're adding like 10 to 20 sets to that.
And they're selling.
Yeah.
They are selling.
And they are
'cause
selling, yeah.
Joe is packing them up. So.
Yeah. So that's something to keep an eye out for. It's a variant of our sets
Mm-hmm.
on our website.
So yeah, you can
If-
look up the normal set listing, and it's going to be at the
Mhm.
bottom.
Yep.
as
Most
is.
of those ones are probably ones we already have for sale as certified
Mhm.
pre-owned. But if there was one that isn't available and you really, really wanted it certified, we probably could for additional money. We
We're
could do that.
getting ready to add a bunch
on
of Lord of the
demand.
Rings sets on there.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah. The last bit of news I've got, we got pretty much like five minutes left here,
Mhm.
is Brick Fanatics had a really good article and good reasoning on Star Wars sets that we could see coming out this year.
Yeah.
And
Predictions, right?
Very good predictions. Very good. Well thought out, well articulated article. So it's the 40th anniversary. This year is 2023. Is the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, which is just mind blowing. 40th anniversary. That math doesn't even work right in my head. So we could see. We probably will see an Ewok set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we
Some
haven't
sort of
really
tie-in.
seen
As a buildable character.
something to do with Ewoks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Interesting.
mean, because that is like probably one of the more iconic things from the Return of the Jedi.
Gotta be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was, I would say, probably one of Star Wars' first characters in a long, sad history of trying to make cute animals that they can sell merchandise based off of. And they
Yeah.
finally perfected it with Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, it was Ewoks, and then
Jar
it was
Jar.
Jar Jar.
yeah,
Porgs.
okay. Yeah, I'm thinking Porgs, BB-8, all these little small, cute characters they can sell merch based stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure, Chris. Yeah.
And then this is a pretty strong rumor, I think. The Jabba's Palace diorama.
Like the
With-
big scale of
with
lots of
Jabba
figs.
the Hutt. Yeah, minifigure scale. You get Jabba. You get.
You
Princess
think that's the next
Leia.
cantina?
Yeah, you might not get Princess Leia. She's the whole slave Leia thing.
Mhm.
is-
They don't want to objectify
Yeah,
women.
yeah.
so
But
they-
you might get Salacious B. Crumb again.
that would be a
Yeah.
highlight. So.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
A UCS redesign.
Mhm.
I'm not sure. I can't remember why they suggested it would be a redesign, but it might be like every few UCS sets ends up being a redesign. So
Yeah.
they're thinking maybe B-Wing or they only did the Jedi Starfighter, but they said a Jedi Starfighter, but maybe a B-Wing.
Yeah. There's several from that movie that could qualify.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So.
It's also the 20th anniversary of Star Wars Clone Wars.
Wow, that surprises
Yeah.
me. It's,
Yeah.
I went to theaters to see it
yeah.
when it was
The movie
in
release,
theaters.
yeah.
And I just can't understand that it's that old.
Hmm.
So we could see a Captain Rex.
Yep.
They're definitely due for another Captain Rex.
He's hundreds of dollars, and people are just waiting, chomping at the bit for it. So.
Well, that was a big deal that I think it's the new 501st Battle Pack did have a logo on the side that I think was for 20th anniversary of the Clone Wars, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got potentially a gunship, which they just made the UCS gunship, so I don't know if they would do another minifigure scale one, but I mean, they just make the same sets over and over. Every year we get another TIE Fighter and an X-Wing.
Yeah.
So why not get another gunship?
The last minifigure size one is very expensive, so it really would make sense from a financial standpoint to do it again. So.
Yeah.
Phoenix Flame said getting a Boosh minifig would be sick. Have we really never actually had one? I
Oh,
thought we had.
yeah, there's one.
Okay,
I
I thought there was.
Came in Jabba's Palace. The one that was
The one
taken
that was
off
like
the
2
market
ago.
a little early.
Yeah,
Not taken off the market,
right.
but they
The
stopped
controversy
producing it.
one.
A
Discontinued,
little early,
yeah.
BJ says, speaking of your website, I realize you can sort sets by in stock and also newest to oldest, which looks like it shows the most recent sets added to inventory. I think Morgan maybe has brought that up before. And yeah, that's a good way to see
And
what
we-
we've most recently added if you want to keep up
Yeah.
with what's being freshly put on.
And
Yeah.
we do know that we have customers that do look at newest added stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because we'll add something obscure and on our website that no one had a notification email for, and then it'll sell right away. So there is, it's a good tool to use.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like if we had never had a listing for a sealed Ewok village and we made a listing for it, nobody would be subscribed to it because we'd never had one before. So that is a good thing to check and stay up to date on.
And we got some really cool stuff in the mail this week. Some of the old HO cars from the 1950s.
Yes, those are so cool.
We're going to do a video on those
Volkswagens,
soon,
the
yeah.
Mercedes, and then we got a lot of original boxes, complete sets. The old parts packs and their original slide-out matchboxes, kind of.
Yeah, we're talking
Uh,
50s and 60s.
50s and 60s, yeah, the Samsonite stuff.
The old trees.
We got about 70 of those sets.
Yeah.
The old trees, the signs, just regular old parts.
Lampposts.
Even electrical parts, and they're just mint condition.
They're beautiful.
Looking. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Like museum quality stuff. And it's like,
Yeah.
it looks like about one of everything they made at that time period.
Morgan says newly added is my favorite bookmark. The secret is out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? The more people that know about it and the more people that buy on there, the more success we will have of getting more stuff in and being able to provide resources to putting more stuff online.
Exactly.
So it is good that more people do know about it. I'm waiting for a metal Lego VW Beetle. I think did we get a Beetle? I thought we
We
did.
got one, yeah.
There's one of the dark red
Yeah.
ones.
Grumpy J's back. Squirrel's going after his wires again.
They do that.
Fun
Squirrels are so stupid. They love Christmas lights. They'll have to gnaw through your Christmas light wires.
Oh, Morgan says we need more rare set collector videos. Let's do one on the cars. Just a rare set
Oh, yeah.
collector on the cars.
Let's do it,
and
yeah. That should
the
be out
boxes,
soon then.
Yeah.
That'll give you guys a
'Cause
sneak peek.
It'll be a long time before we get that out for sale because
Yeah.
we just want to play with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then what do we have for?
We could set up a whole display for that. We need one of the original like Samsonite town plan boards and actually set up a display with it.
That would be pretty neat. Yeah.
That would be cool where the castle is.
What do we got for Joy Building tomorrow night? Back to normal schedule. We got
correct.
Joe and Steven, and they'll be doing a cool set.
They have a lot of cool sets to choose from. I think Steven's going to try to force Minecraft. So just keep that in mind, those who are watching who want to join that. So, yeah.
BJ says anyone who doesn't like the new Bionicle promo can buy an original Tahoe from ABC's website. There you
Hey,
go.
wow.
We got one right now. Come and
There you
get
go,
it.
PJ. That's right.
And
Yeah.
it's probably pretty affordable.
It's like $30, $40.
If you want a good episode of Joy Building, just pick whatever Steven wants, because if he has to build something he doesn't want to build, it's going to show. All right, guys. Let's build this. I was really, the whole time he'll be talking, I was really hoping that we could build the Minecraft set, but, we're building this one, and this one's fun, too. I just didn't, I really want to build that Minecraft set.
That's a good Steven impression, Chris.
Thank you.
That's good.
Is it good, Mark?
That was pretty convincing.
And then if he gets to build a Minecraft set, it's like, boom, all out. Oh,
Yeah.
this is so cool.
And honestly, I think that the chat usually picks a cool set, and they usually enjoy it. So, I mean, it's...
Well, last week they did the Spider-Man set. I mean, that's about as cool as it gets.
I
You
think
got
Steven was pretty happy with
that
that one.
play feature and everything. And then Between the Studs on Friday.
Between the Studs, we've got... Oh, so this is it's kind of like a tier list of the most iconic sets from different LEGO themes. So you got Joe, Daniel, and me. It takes us a while to get started because we're just having so much fun, but we did eventually get to the content of the episode, so it should be good. So.
Okay.
And you can listen to that as a podcast as well. So, yeah.
And then we are talking about making this a podcast, potentially.
Yes, at some point we're going to try
Yeah.
to make sure that this news broadcast, I'm able to record the audio in 2 different places and then upload it to our podcast as well. So you'll have 2 weekly podcasts. You'll have the morning brick that'll come out probably Thursday afternoon or Thursday morning, and then the Saturdays between studs, of course. So.
And it looks like we do have some new people that are just joining. Corey and
Corey
T.
just
Valkyrie
joined. How you doing,
hello
Corey?
and hey. So
Yep.
hey guys. It was a good episode this morning, so go back and listen to it.
Yeah, we're going to have to wrap it up here soon.
Yep, we're over an hour now.
We're over an hour, and we've got plenty of commission stuff to work on, so we'll get to that. But thank you guys for joining us. We sure appreciate it.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It always helps the channel so much, and we'll be back with a bunch more, like we said. So thanks, guys.
Hit
Bye.
the like button.
Yeah. Don't forget to hit the like on your way out. So.
Whoa.
There's a wire there. Okay.
No, I think it was a black pearl.
Well, the wire cut.